How's it going? Let's make sure everything is working here. Gonna be doing an unboxing and trying out a camera backpack. It was sent to me by LLANO. The LLANO brand, obviously, if you've watched my channel at all, you see that they've sent me quite a bit of stuff. It is at no cost, but they have to agree to my terms, which basically means they have no say in any content. They don't see anything before I do it. Obviously, I'm going to do a live stream unboxing and trying it. So if it doesn't work or has an issue or something, it's happening live. And I've kind of shifted to the whole live stuff for that reason. But I'm just setting up a few things here. Let's see. I am doing multi-streaming. Copy link address. Oh, I saw something flash. Okay, it doesn't work with the... Okay. Anyways, I think that I am good to start shortly. I just have to turn on this other one. I'll put some background music on. It's nothing too exciting, but I'm gonna have it low just in case. There we go. I think this is good. How's everyone doing today? It's been a while since I've streamed on my YouTube photography one. Oh, yeah, I did the Kodak Charmera, which is this little thing here. It's a little keychain camera. So there's a video on that, and also a stream that I did before the video. This is good. And then the other platform, I have to use a phone for it, which is awkward, but it's on Amazon. All right, let's see if this is working. Looks like it. How's it going? So before we get started here, just going to do another disclaimer. I get sent products occasionally by various companies. They have to agree to my terms, which basically says that they send me a free product, you know, quote unquote free. There's a lot to it though. And they have to agree to my terms before I accept anything, which means they have no say in the content of the videos. They can't suggest anything about it. They can tell me about the thing and I'll consider it, but basically they have no say, and they aren't allowed to preview anything that I do. So live streams, obviously, edited videos, they can't preview anything and they can't suggest changes or anything. Obviously, if I make a mistake, like a technical mistake, I might go back and try to fix something, but you know, that's a separate issue, right? So basically the gist is that company sends me something free. They have to agree to mind their own business of they can't try to control my content and all that. So that's how it works. Anyways, today we are looking at this. It's in a box. It's a camera backpack from LLANO. LLANO has sent me quite a bit in the past. They are, at least the marketing person is very reasonable. They're very easy to work with. They just say, do you want this thing? And I'm like, sure. And then you have to agree to my terms. So that's about it. But I'm going to be unboxing that. We can look at the Amazon page a little bit first. But I just have to be careful not to show prices and things because I'm doing multi-streaming, which means that Amazon specifically does not want prices shown. It's stupid, but it is what it is. We can look at their little marketing pictures, I guess, real quick here to see what this thing is before we take a look directly. All right. So it is the C6 25-liter backpack. Obviously, this is not my zip code. I changed it to, yeah. Anyways, expandable professional camera backpack. So it says 25 liters to 30 liters, 180-degree waterproof main zipper, modular. Let's see what else they say. Obviously, this is marketing material, so take it for what it is before we actually look at the thing. Shoulder contours, vented back panel. So that's behind the straps here. Comfort straps. We've got a hip belt attachment. Adjustable sternum strap, which is this one here. Okay, hip belt not included. Okay, so it's just got the strap for it or something. I'm not sure what that means. And then we've got example of people wearing it. Obviously, I'm 6 foot tall, 183 or 182 centimeter tall human, so we can get a reference for that, the backpack on me at one point. We've got front side clamshell opening and bottom. All right. So that's good. Let's go to the hands-on area. I have not opened it, so I will be seeing it for the first time as everyone else, which is good. I'm gonna get some scissors. We'll go with the blue scissors today. Yeah. Cool. So let me just check my audio, make sure it's working. Yep, it looks like it's working. My recording. Do a recording. I'll hit record on this thing too. So I'm going to be making a video as well once I look at it in detail. So here's the box. Let's see, so it's try to get this positioned so I can read it. All right. So this is the company. They're called LLANO, but this is their actual name. Shenzhen Green Giant Energy Technology Development Company Limited. And yeah, so there's LLANO. I don't really see anything useful on the back here, so that's cool. Down here, of course, this is live, so if you have any questions or comments, I will hopefully see it and respond. Let's see. Yeah, it's a 25-liter backpack. It's got quite a bit of tape on it. It's been a while since I've had a company send me a backpack. Obviously, camera backpacks can get pretty pricey. I can't really comment on pricing here, but this one isn't in the realm of extreme pricing, in my opinion. It's not cheap though, of course. But generally, camera backpacks are not cheap because they're kind of a specialty thing. If I can open a box. Oh man. There we go. That's good. If you want to see anything specific, let me know. We've got cardboard. there it is. Nothing else in the box. Just get this out of the way as much as possible. All right. So we got some plastic wrap. Maybe I'll adjust my camera a little bit here. A little bit higher. Sure it's focused. I use manual focus on certain cameras so that it doesn't accidentally change when I don't want it to. I'm just going to cut this. There we go. So usually this brand, LLANO, is more known for batteries and battery accessories, camera accessories relating to batteries. So in this case, a camera bag, you know, it's like, okay, I was curious. Although looking at their Amazon store thing, they have like hair dryers and stuff. So they do quite a bit. I don't know, should I review a hair dryer? Actually, I tried not to use the word review. So should I do an overview of a hair dryer? And I usually only call things reviews is when I buy the thing myself. And then I'll call it an overview when I am sent a thing. And my scissors are not especially suited to this. There we go. There it is. Get this bag out of the way. All right. Mm-hmm. It's a very lightweight metal. Interesting. Spill out? Oh. Okay. Oh, this is the back. Here we've got the straps. We've got a little tag here. You can take a look at in detail. See how this opens. There we go. There's the front. It's got some type of rubbery material, you know, grippy material. Let's see. Just making sure it's focused. All right, so we got camera bag. Looks like Japanese up here, made in China. Let's see, where is the English? I don't know. I think that's German, right? Precautions. Is there any English on this thing? Okay, maybe this was originally designed for a different region or something. That's English, right? Am I missing something here? Anyways, it's 25 liters. It says 30 by 19 by 45. I would assume centimeters. maybe. Yeah. Yeah, it's centimeters, so 30 by 19 by 45. Laptop compartment is 5.6 inch maximum, so that's gonna be like a diagonal. I do have a laptop I can put in here for an example, but I don't see English on this, which is fine, you know, whatever. It's irrelevant. Okay. How can I do this without? I forgot to pull the laptop out, but we can switch back to the other camera real quick. And I'll go searching for it. There we go. Let me quickly go search for it. So you probably hear some weird noises. Here it is. All right. Some things you don't need to see. Let's go back to the hands-on camera. So this laptop, it's not a 15-inch or 15.6. I can measure it, but we'll do that later. It's just an older laptop where the battery's not even usable anymore. All right. Looking at the top here, it's one of those roll top types, so it does expand. Has a zipper on the inside. So you can close it off if you want. This kind of comes out, so I guess it's easier to slide in there. That's clearly not going to be waterproof here, but I think the idea is that you roll it over like that. All right. Zip this back portion up. There. So this thing does make it a little awkward if it's that direction. I need to pull this out a little bit. It's kind of compressed. It's really compressed in that box. There we go. Just looks wise, it's pretty classy looking, right? There's a zipper on the side here. So that's going to be easy side access. Pull your camera out. It's good. And then there's another zipper here. Got more stuff. So little. Okay, these are slightly stretchy material. I don't know what you would want to put there. Probably lens filters, which we can put in there. I will fully pack this thing so we can see what it's like with a fully packed bag. But that's pretty quick, so what's going to happen is that, you know, it's going to be on your back. You pull one of these off, open this up, slide that open potentially, and then get access to your lens filters, it looks like. I think that works. All All right. So far, these zippers do have a weather-resistant material on them. Let's see what's in focus. The black bag is kind of a little difficult to focus on. And it's got this pull string thing. It's pretty smooth. One finger. And then on the side here, this is space for a drink or something. I do have a bottle. You can try that out. Funny enough, I just didn't even think about this, but I have one. So there's a Gold Peak green tea. There we go. How's that? So this specific bottle is 18.5 fluid ounce, 547 milliliter. Yeah, seems like it's in there. Looks good. We can, again, do that later when we fully pack this thing. It is stretchy. There's like a large side piece. So maybe it, yeah, fit something decently wide in there. This comes out. Cool. And then there's another zipper on the front here. Let's see. Make sure it's focused. It's hard for me to see that camera with, you know, it's a dark bag. Okay, this is magnetic. Yeah, it's got a decent grip to it. I can feel the little circular magnet in here. Or I mean, this could be the metal part. There's clearly one in here too. Then we've got a little panel area. Not really sure what you would put in here. Kind of a thin spot. But I mean, I'm sure you could figure something out, right? Yeah. Not bad. I do like these, the little half circle thing. They are flexible. Yeah, that's nice. So, one finger operation. I mean, zipper here, and it does have that weather resistant material. They feel decently smooth. I mean, they're not like the most amazing thing ever, but they seem nice. Okay, on the bottom, this is an interesting material. Let me see if I can zoom in here. I don't know, should I increase the exposure? Is it hard to see? I could. Let's see. Maybe just one little bit. How's that? Yeah, this is a very grippy, textured material on the bottom. Yeah. Then it's got these straps for a tripod, potentially. If you want to do that. This is plastic, for sure. And then another piece of plastic up here. So you can take these off, it looks like. Don't want the, that's convenient. And then here, so it's got a basically covered area. So far it's intuitive. This is a little challenging. Let's see. There we go. Took that off. It's got a simple little hook style to it. This is extendable in the size. There's a little stretchy thing there to hold the excess. Pretty cool. And then if you don't want it or whatever, shouldn't be too difficult to put back on. There's a loop here. Maybe I should move my camera for the moment. I feel like I'm gonna push it off the table. Oops. All right. Yeah, there's the little loop here. Try to zoom in further. It's right there. Yeah, that's good. And then of course this hook is going to go in there. Easier said than done. But I assume they're doing it for the sake of, oh, that's not too bad. Not too bad. So the way they have this other end, it curves out. So you can kind of latch on. And then of course the other side is very simple. There we go. And then tripod. I can also get a tripod to try. Yeah. Cool. Let's see, what else have I not shown? Let's see. We got their logo on here. LLANO, LLANO. Got these tiny little loops for whatever reason. As I mentioned, this is a roll top style bag. So if you have clothing or something, you can put it in there when you need to. You absolutely need more space. You can add to it. And then it has a zipper on the top. So you can just get a bit of extra area when you need it. But when you don't need it, you just zip it up and roll it. And then I assume, well, it does stay there by itself, but it's going to go like that, most likely. They probably have some way to deal with that. Oh. I'm just trying this out as I go here, so seeing how intuitive it is to use in practice. Is that how I'm supposed to do it? I'm not sure. What did these latch to is the question. There's a side handle. I just noticed that too. Interesting. It's only on one side, so do that if you want. It's got a little bit of padding. Interesting. I'm not sure. Okay, these go in here. See that? Yeah, so that clearly goes in there. And you can pull this. Let's see if I can figure this out. So we know that goes there. I wanted to roll this. So that clearly not going to reach that one. But I think it's just designed to sit like this. You put this here and then tighten it. Whoops. I mean, once you've got this to the right size, you don't need to really do much with it. Probably just attach it, not have to adjust it. There we go. So that holds the front portion down. And then if you have more stuff in there, you can, of course, lengthen this as needed. And I can do the other side. Looks pretty good. How's it going? I can't really talk about prices because I'm doing multi-streaming to Amazon, and they're very particular about prices. Sorry. I would say that price-wise, it's not cheap, but it's not like crazy pricing. So, if that makes any sense. Yeah. They're very particular about that on that platform. It's kind of weird, but I get it. Anyways, that's kind of cool with the little extra strap things. All right, what else do we need to look at on the exterior? So I mentioned this strap here. That looks nice. Oh, I could look at the back. There's another one up here. This is kind of thin. I mean, it is what it is, but I'll check on Amazon. Pretty good value. Okay. Nice. Yeah, it's relatively light. The materials, I mean, there's no way for me to know if it'll hold up, but they feel okay. It's got magnetic closure on this one. I feel like you could probably put something here if you really wanted to, but it feels kind of like a aesthetic thing, kind of. There's a zipper here. Let's see. Go to the back. So padding. Okay. Got a mesh material for the straps, as well as like the material in the straps is a little bit different in feel than the material right here. Let's see if I can get a close up. There's like a ridging. It's got some type of structure in here. It's hard to describe, but a mix of mesh, like the exterior is a mesh, but then a ridged structure. It's a little bit harder than the straps. These are softer. Of course, I think they call this the sternum strap. I should probably be careful with how quickly I zoom and zoom out. People will get sick from the camera adjustments. Yeah, there's that. Looks good so far. Obviously, they do this because your back gets wet, especially if you're doing exercise or, I mean, not exercise, but hiking with a camera type of thing. That's kind of what the purpose of this stuff is in the back. Same thing with the straps, it's kind of a mesh material. Like I said, this is much softer than this. It's a ridged structure. I'll try it on in my other area. Well, I could put it on now, I guess. We'll quickly swap to the other view. And I'll put it on and we'll see what it looks like on a person. All right. Switch to a different view here. Back camera maybe? Yeah, here we go. All right, here it is. Let's put it on. I've got limited space, so it's a little awkward sometimes. Oops. Obviously, this is without anything in it. There's a pull thing here. Is that really dark? I can't tell. I know there's so many dark colors and stuff here. Yeah. And of course we've got the strap here. This has some flexibility to it. Right here is the actual strap, but in the back it's got stretchy material. Sorry, I know my microphone's right there. I need to stop moving it too much. Yeah. So that's what it looks like without anything in it. Feels okay, but there's no weight, so I'll have to try it with weight. Not too bad. All right, let's go back to the other area. The main back zipper. It's going to be, there's two zippers. It does have some type of weather resistant material. It goes around the entire thing. Okay, here's the laptop area. It's got a flexible thing. This is got some padding to it, looks like. See if I can make sure it's focused, hopefully. Yeah, they claim a 5 or 15.6 inch laptop in this. I've got, well, let me get a thing to measure my laptop. All right. So there is an example. Yeah, backpacks are, in the limited space that I have, backpacks are a little challenging to do here, but we'll make it work. Make sure the camera's focused, hopefully. So diagonal of this laptop is, oops, around 16 inches. So I don't know how many centimeters that is. 13 point something, less than 13.5. And this is 9.5 inches. Oh, 9 point, yeah, around 9.5. I could measure the depth. I should get some type of thing that has both measurement systems on it. Maybe I do have one. Let me check. Just in case. What is this? These are centimeters. What about this one? This is just an inch one. Good old American units. So I do have something, but it is not a rigid thing. It's a flexible one. So we've got 33.5. No, it's 34 centimeters in this direction. And then 24.5 in this direction, as well as around 41.5 diagonal. So let's see if it fits. It looks like it's going to fit. This over here. Of course, this is live, so if you have any questions, I did get one person asking a question, which was good. Appreciate it. Although I wasn't able to help in that case. All right. Put this in here. Okay, this just barely fits. Well, there's a little bit of space. You could probably fit a slightly bigger laptop in there. Yeah, I can fit maybe 2 fingers. Yeah, maybe additional 2 fingers of space in there, which would be potentially 4 centimeters or like 1.5 inches, maybe. But it could be, well, I think a little bit less than that. And then it's almost up to the edge here. I've got it back all the way, and there's just like a fair amount of material covering it, but not much. And then of course we've got the little strap, but this is designed to hold something bigger. So I would assume you could have your laptop overhang some of this and not be a problem. Yeah. Let's do the, that works. I'm not super concerned about this laptop. It's old enough that I took the battery out. It still works, but it's just kind of an example at this point. So it fits this thing decently well, but anything larger you might have issues with. I mean, a sizable amount larger. All right, next up, we've got hook and loop dividers. These are very thin. Interesting. They do have padding, but it's a pretty thin material. So we got 2 hold type straps that are stretchy. And then I've got the hook and loop material on the ends. Make sure this is focused. You can also zoom in. How's that? Yeah. There we go. Looks fine. And then we've got the side one. Oops. So it's relatively soft. These specific ones have a lot of little angles like separations. So if you did need to change it, you could a little bit, but it doesn't hold its shape like amazingly well. So if I compress this, it's not gonna stay that way. No surprise, you know, it's just got some type of foam or who knows what on the inside. And there's the hook and loop. This is the hook side of the material to attach. Oops. So we've got 3 of these, it looks like. They're the same. Yeah, that's the same shape. And just 3 of them are pretty thin. I'm not used to the thinner type, but I think all the bags that I've seen with this are kind of the higher end bags. I'm used to the thick, old, you know, I can pull an example if anyone's curious. If I can find one quickly here. Let's see. What could I use? Maybe this one has it. Yeah. Here's a quick example. Whoops. So I'm used to this type. See, it's this one's not as bulky as some of them, but this is kind of the classic type of separator compared to this. It's quite different. It's a lot thinner. And this has got more structure to it by far than this thing. Right. Whoops. So we got 3 of those smaller ones. And then we got 2 larger ones. See if they're the same shape. Yeah, they're the same exact shape. So we got a little tab up here for hook and loop stuff, here, and then down there. Then kind of do whatever you want with the shape of it. We got the top camera on, right? Yeah. So we got the little top-down thing. Let's see if I can get this a little more space. So that's what it looks like on the inside. And right here on the bottom, that's your quick access area. So we can open that up. I'm dropping stuff. Whoops. You got your quick access. And then this, I mentioned before, this has got the area for potentially lens filters. It's kind of shaped like a filter, but you could put memory cards or something as well, or like a little memory card holder thing, which I do have one from them actually that I did a video on recently. This is so I probably should have linked this in the video on Amazon, but this is a memory card holder reader thing. So SD, micro SD, and then it has 2 memory card readers on it. And oh, there's a USB cable. I believe this is the, I think it's called the F15, something like that. Not totally sure at the moment, but let's see if it goes in here. Okay, this is not designed to fit in here. I mean, you could just go like that. Yeah, that works. All right. Anyways, oh, how's it going? Sorry. Which item is featured? No, I can't see it. It's this backpack. Sorry, I'm not sure what you were saying. The thing that I don't have linked is this little memory card reader thing. I can link it if you want me to. It would take me like 2 minutes. Up to you. Sorry, I'm doing multi-streaming, so some of the other ones won't know what I'm talking about. Right. Let's try to put this together. So this is going to be based on your camera setup. But assume if I want to close off the top portion. Oh, okay, it's got a built-in panel right here. And then hold these back. So what this does is separates the top area, which is a roll top, with the bottom area. So if you want to use the entire bag at once with the roll top, you can fold this up like it was. And then you've got access to the entire thing. But obviously the roll top doesn't have padding and stuff like that. So if you want to close it off, we can do that. See what would be the best way to do that. So I can maximize the space on the bottom. Unstrap this thing. Unzip this thing. There's a lot going on. But camera backpacks are generally very complex. So what I'm doing here is just trying to make it sure that it's touching the place where the Velcro or hook and loop will really adhere well to the sides. Feels pretty good. But then also not wasting any of the bottom area. Okay, I think that's about as good as it's going to get. So now we've got separated compartments. Inside there, let me get a light. Just a little bit easier to see what's going on. Question is, what did I do with the light? Here it is. I don't think RGB is good. There we go. Yeah, so in here, I'll just put the light in there. Let's see. Is that focused in there? But now you can see that the panel is attached to the sides, and we've got two areas now. Roll top, when you put clothes or something in, up top. Now you can separate your clothes from your camera equipment. It's very bright. down. Then we've got the main area now as a standard camera setup. So it's cool. Zip this real quick. At this point, it's going to be based on what you want with your camera equipment. So I could pull out some camera stuff and we'll see what we can fit in here. I'm kind of limited on equipment these days, but I think I should have enough for this backpack. Whoops. Got two of the big pieces. Obviously these can fold over like that. Or create some type of shape that you want, depending on what you're trying to protect. And then you kind of most likely want to have access to stuff in here. So, for example, we'll say we want the camera here on the bottom. Could try to do that. Like this. I'm not sure. It's going to be like building blocks or Legos or anything else to give it some more equipment. GoPro. I think I need that. Pull the laptop back. I don't have any long lenses. 85 is my largest, and this thing. It's a Brighton Star lens. So I would assume we want the camera down here. And what we can do there is try to figure out how this might work. Kind of like this, maybe? No, that doesn't work. I mean, it can work, but I don't think it's supposed to go that way. I think it's supposed to go up top. We've got these little ones. Yeah. Where can I put this? Might be putting them upside down. Oh no, that would make no sense. Okay. The camera angles are probably not ideal. I do have that little top-down camera. I could increase the size of that if you would prefer to see more of that for the moment. Let's see. Is that all right? So lots of little things to arrange however you want. Put this one over here. There we go. Yeah, I'm sure someone's getting tilted about my low quality arrangement skills, but that one's okay. Oops, I have this upside down. There we go. This one, let's put this one over here. It's a little better. And then put this one here. So these thin dividers definitely give you a lot of space, which is good. So I feel like it would have been nice if there were more of them, because I think some of this is going to flop around. Maybe I'm just not using them right. Put this here. But obviously maybe you'd want to put your stuff in bags as well, which I could show as an additional thing. But it's a lot of space there. Close that up. I don't know, do I have more stuff? That's the question. Put the different little camera things. Some classic lenses. Let's see. Does this fit in here? Should make a space for this. There we go. Yeah, maybe I'm just not utilizing the dividers as well as I could be. It's here. And then something like that. Oops. Okay, maybe not. Once again. Yeah, they kind of. There we go. So you got some space. Yeah, I think it would be nice if they gave you more of them. And also, they're a little bit shorter. However, if you consider the laptop thickness, maybe that's how it's supposed to work. So if you do have a laptop, it's going to be using some of this area here. So it's probably designed that, yeah, so it'll kind of use some of that space with the laptop. You can put back in to the bag here. Oh. Nice. There we go. All right. Is there anything else I can potentially fit in here? Did I use all of the 1, 2, 3? Yeah. So I'm kind of wasting this one piece, but I don't want this to fall out. But I could see if you had a big lens, the big lens would take up a pretty large area here. Type of thing. And usually what I do is use little pouches and stuff to fit things. You see where those are. I could potentially use this. But I mean, if we only care about what comes with the bag, obviously additional things are not going to be ideal. But yeah, so something like that. And I could put this back up and then stick this in here like so for the moment. And that adds a little more structure. We'll see if that works. And I can still get access to the camera. I'm not really sure. Maybe that would make more sense like this. Yeah. So I could kind of grab it. And that would probably be ideal. If it were flat, but that's okay. Now we can stick this thing in here. I'm gonna put this in here. This is a memory card thing. Can put a few filters in there, I guess. My filter selection. Let's see, this is a 62 millimeter. 62 millimeter. Okay, that barely fits in there, but it's nice and snug. So 62s, if you have like a 62 millimeter cap, which is for this 7 Artisan lens, that goes in there. Just use all the same size. This is a 62 millimeter circular polarizer. I can put that in there too. Zip it up. All right. Now, what else can we put into this thing? Go. So there's that. It's good. Concerned that's gonna move a little bit, but let's see if I can find one of the microfiber cloths I was talking about. But I think I have them in a different area, sadly. Yeah. Oh, is this it? Sorry. I always think I'm prepared, but then after the fact, I think of other stuff. Well, this is not it. These are camera straps and different bag things, but not the type of bags I'm looking for. Are they in there? No. Are they down here? No. Well, maybe not. Anyways, so that's what I was able to fit in there. I do have a lot of space. I think I could fit more stuff. We've got the laptop in here. Okay, these straps are getting in my way. There we go. So the bottom's loaded up. You can also put stuff on the top. And now this is separated. So there's a separator in there. So you could put more camera stuff up here if you want. I don't know if I have any that would make sense to put up there. Or you can put clothes. Let's put some clothes in there. Let's see. Maybe a jacket or two. Oh, it's got a lot of static. Here's a jacket. Stuff that in there. There we go. So that is a large, let's see what it, large Columbia fleece. If you care about size. There we go. And then this has a zipper. Put that in there. And I can use these straps. Now, considering the size has changed on the top, I have to adjust this strap to get more space. Well, maybe not. Okay. Nice. There's that. Looking good. Put the drink in there. So I've also got this thing. Think of what else I could put in there. I do have, put some filter cases. So if you wanted to separate your filters into like hard cases, this is a filter case. Put that in there. Let's see what else I've got. Camera strap. Obviously, you could put your camera strap in here, but I think it would fit in here too. Yeah. So put it in there. And it closes. Put the drink back in. This is a 18.5 fluid ounce drink. That fits in there. Okay, I think I'm fully packed. Let me adjust my view a little bit here so it's not blocking anything. That's a little bit better. There it is. Oh yeah, that's got some weight to it. And we've got this handle. And then make sure this is closed. This handle. This is interesting. I don't remember seeing like a side handle thing like this. They're kind of thin, but you know, it's a backpack, so it's nice that it's there. And of course you can use both of them at once if you want. Yeah. All right. One more quick look around this thing, and then I'll put it on in the other area, we'll see what it feels like. Yeah, fully loaded. We'll try to access this when I'm over there. Oh, the tripod. Forgot about this. So these are removable, but if you want to put a tripod down there, let me see if I have something that will make sense. It isn't like crazy huge. This one's kind of small, but just for like an example, I think it's fine. It's also dusty. This is a tiny little basic, super basic tripod. Just for an example. I could put a bigger one, but I'll probably get caught on something when I'm trying to move around. So go. Gonna strap that in there. Lock it down. Okay. There it is. We've got tripod. I don't think that's coming off. Oh. This is kind of nice. So I can kind of grip it there too. Right. Switch to other view. It's fully zoomed. Yeah. It's a bit heavy. Get this chair out of here. Well, sorry, I'm very limited on space. There it is. Fully loaded to some capacity. We've got the thing on the top, the police jacket, and then camera, some lenses, a Polaroid camera. We've got, oh, it's another drink thing. So there's two drink things, or whatever else you want to put. But we've got the one drink. We've got the tripod on the bottom. Here it is. Does it feel? That's quite a bit of weight. I could put this other strap on. I'm just concerned with my microphone. I don't want to scratch the microphone too much for you all. Yeah. Feels decent. I mean, it would be something that I would have to know over time. I probably would not pack it this much. It did mention some type of other area for a strap. There's like these little loops down here for like a waist strap, but it does not come with the waist strap. I do feel a little loop. So if you maybe buy an additional one, it would go in this general area. But it looks pretty good. So I'm going to turn this off for a second, so I don't have text on the final video. Yeah. Not too bad. I think I could manage this. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh, right. Let's try to, I think it's this side. So if I want to, see which side do I take off? Find it like this, maybe? Oh. Wait, it has a zipper over here too. Oh. Okay, I didn't even notice this. So it's got more spaces. So there's a area there. You can put more memory cards or something. This is a flexible area. This is almost like a sheen fabric, like a tights fabric. It's stretchy, but it's thicker than tights. Interesting. So there's that. And then another area for a drink or something. Let's put this back on. So if you want to get to the other stuff, take my drink out. Probably leave it in. Slide it over. Pull out your camera. Not too bad. Take a photo. The camera back in here. So it looks like I should have the camera like that. That would make most sense. But I've got some stuff in here that kind of blocks it. Yeah. Boom. Not too bad. Shoot the. Get rid of that. I had a fake. Anyways, when I edit the video, I'll have to like block that. Yeah, I think that works. Close this down. Oh, and you can potentially lock this if you want. There's like a little loop. So for whatever reason, you can do that. See, yeah. Looks good. And of course the tripod thing on the bottom. Sorry, I don't have access to chat at the moment, but I'll take a look once I'm back over there. Locked in? Yeah. The reason I'm doing this is because I'm going to edit a video out of it, so I need footage of me doing stuff that's clean, you know. I like it not having screens and random text on it and stuff. But I think that's good. I could always go outside and use it, you know. It's always an option. But yeah, turn that back on. Back to the hands-on camera. All right. Oops. Oops. Let's take this tripod off real quick. So I'm just going to pull down and it loosens. And the one down there. Oops. Put this back. There we go. Yeah, I totally missed this side. So we've got another area here. Zip that. Got a mesh pouch on this side. Whatever you want. And then these are stretchy material. And then there's a bigger one. Yeah. Cool. Get a better view there. There we go. It's good. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna take everything out of this and then probably call it, unless anyone has any comments or questions. First off, strap up. Could put the strap in there as well. Take the drink out. This one's magnetic. Out. Cool. Oh, right. So the whole back opens. Let's take the laptop out. And then we've got Polaroid. Nice and orange. Put that back. We got the Z5. And various lenses. Just put these back. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty much a pretty standard camera backpack. Put this one here. All right. Yeah. Stuff in here. Take this out. These are 62mm. They fit nicely in these slots, but anything bigger than 62mm filters would not likely fit. Maybe slightly bigger, but probably not. These back to somewhere. But I mean, I don't know if those are specifically for filters or what, but they're there. So that's good. Yeah, there is a little loop down here. It's not included, but you could get a waist strap thing Oops, I feel like I'm gonna push something expensive off the table. Let me get these out of the way. All right. Go. So I think that's pretty much it. It's a backpack. It's a camera backpack. It seems to work. I don't see any issues after just using it right now. See the seams. I don't see anything exploding at the moment. So that's good, right? And that backpack was pretty heavy. It's not with that much stuff in it. I don't think I would want to use it that long, but it was manageable. Like just weight wise. But these days I don't really tend to carry a lot of stuff when I'm doing photography. But yeah. So that was the LLANO. This is the LLANO C6. I think it's 25 liter. Let me see. Yeah, the LLANO C6 25 liter camera backpack. Keep in mind that they sent me this at no cost, but they had to agree to my terms, which basically says they have no say in the content of my videos. Obviously, this is a live stream, so if there were a problem with it, it would be live and shown. And then I do make a edited video from this footage and anything else that I decide to film afterwards. Eventually, you know, that takes some time though, of course. And then with all that stuff, they have no say in the content, and they are not allowed to preview anything. So that's basically how I handle free, quote unquote, free product sent to me. Now there's a little loop thing. So these could be used for a camera strap. There are certain camera straps that you can use to latch to that. It just makes it a little difficult to take it off and put it back on. I do have a strap that works like that. So you can do that. It's got these things where you can adjust the position of your chest connection strap if you want to. So you can move that up and down. Felt fine. Looks okay. It's very minimalist with the color scheme, which I think is good. Yeah. All right. Hopefully you enjoyed the stream. That was fun trying it out. Seems decent based on my opinion of it. So yeah. Going to head out. See ya. There's that. And then the YouTube stream. Oops, I gotta get the right window. See ya.